Hey guys, and welcome back. As you saw yesterday, I was just too excited about finally getting new fish into the fish room to not share with you right away. I thought today we would do a 24-hour update on my new Lake Tanganyikan cichlids and just talk a little bit about what I do in the initial phases of QT. So let's get started. What I think is really fascinating is that just 24 hours into adding these fish, you can already see the unique behaviors that they have with the Parasiprochromis, which are the ones with the slightly bigger eyes, are staying very near to the rocks. In fact, they hug the undersurfaces and almost rock climb, whereas the sardine cichlids or the Ciprochromis are exploring the entire aquarium. Now they do join forces from time to time to explore their surroundings, but you can really see the difference in behavior. I just think it's going to be really cool, and I can't wait for these guys to mature so you can see the absolutely stunning coloration that they get. But it's very exciting to me that 24 hours in, everybody's looking really good. The Sumbu shell have not really taken to their shells yet, but they are definitely hanging out down around that substrate surface, and their grumpy faces are so stinking cute. I can't wait for them to settle in as well, and all of these fish have such cool breeding behavior. I think we're all going to really enjoy learning about them together. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that because this is a hard water tank, it has all those shells and that hardening substrate. It means that any ammonia that may be produced from adding this many fish would become exceptionally toxic. Now, my filters were completely cycled. In fact, one of them is from the big boys tank, so I don't anticipate any issues with a cycle, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to be doing daily 25% water changes. And the reason I'm not doing larger is because my source water has much less hardness than this aquarium does, so I don't want to shock the fish, but I want to make sure that I am bolstering their immunity and making everybody as comfortable as possible, especially in these first few weeks. It's pretty interesting to see how they are all exploring every nook and cranny of this aquarium. There's a little school of the Sumbu shell over here. And I think it's going to be really fun to see how they interact with this environment. And if there seems to be areas that they don't like, we can always edit that in the future. That's the beauty of setting up an aquarium, is it doesn't have to be permanent. But I hope you guys are going to enjoy this tank as much as I already do, because it is quickly becoming one of my favorite. There is only one fish that has any issue at all, and it's this guy right here. And his tail fin, as you can see, is a little bit beat up. However, his gills look good, his slime coat looks good, and the rest of his fins seem fine, so I think clean water will take care of that right away. But we had no losses. Look, you can see one of the Parasiprochromis climbing the rocks in the back there. See how they hug the surface? Right there. So stinking cool. Super cool. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying seeing this, and I'm sure I'll be doing species spotlights on these guys in the future as they get a bit bigger, more colored up and more mature, and as I learn more and more about them. I really have always wanted this particular family of fish so desperately, and I am so excited to finally have it.